Hi everyone. Today, as a part of the IBM Cloud Pak for Integration series, I want to talk about one of the key features that has been introduced in the latest version of IBM Cloud Pak for integration is the tracing. So, how we can create an instance of this particular feature? Let's take a look at it. Before we move in detail, let me show you the required version of Cloud Pak for integration for you to create Operation Dashboard. So the version that is required for you to create this Operation Dashboard instance is 2019.3.2.2, and it talks about some of the licensing capabilities, and it also talks about using the Operation Dashboard. So before we start using it, let's see how we can install it. Operation Dashboard installation. So as a part of the installation, before we begin, we need to ensure our security policies should be patched with that specific namespace. As a part of the installation, if you look at it, Cloud Pak for integration has created a CP4i as per our likewise. It has created namespace or project called tracing. So we need to make use of this namespace for us to create an operation dashboard. So one is the port security security context and constraints, and this I have entitlement for you to pull the required images. Image full secret. I have talked about this for many a times. If you have access to the entitlement server, if you have a key and the password, you can make use of it. Otherwise, it is our responsibility to ensure the required images to be pushed into the local Docker registry. Then we can use the image pull secret to pull the images from the local Docker registry. And it also talks about storage class requirement, dynamic storage. Please make a note, clusterfs is not suitable. Hence, the option that we can go for is the Ceph. So I have already configured Ceph. OC get SC. I'm just increasing the font size. So OC get SC, we should be able to see the Rados based storage extension. So this is nothing but the Ceph storage. I have cluster as well, but for Operation Dashboard we cannot use. And some of the ingress endpoint, like how do we provide the create DNS entries for hostname, how we can access the user interface of Operation Dashboard. We'll talk about it in detail. And some VM max map count is set. So I have already set it. How do you check whether is it meeting this requirement? So let me show you the command to check. So I have enough and more map count is set, so I don't need to worry about it. But if it is set, then you need to use the appropriate command to set. You may think what could be the appropriate command. So this is the command systemctl -w, the name and the required value. So this one is required for other products like API connector node. So the value that is prescribed by this operation dashboard requirement is much lesser than what I have, so I don't need to change anything, but I'm showing the command that you may need to execute, for you to set the appropriate value if it is not meeting the requirement. Okay, so let's go back. So okay, so they've given to change the map count. They've given the value. This is the file where you can go and edit as well. So let's go on create an instance. So in the operation dashboard, click on the tracing and say install tracing. So look at it. This is the chart version which we are going to create the Operation Dashboard add-on for IBM Cloud Pak for integration. So let me give a release name. Let me provide the value and then explain the value. So I've given the name as my Operation Dashboard. The target namespace is tracing, and local cluster is the one that I've chosen. But it's running all namespaces unrestricted. I need to change the command for me to change is, which it was given clearly in the other documentation. If you look at it, that's what we have to run. So I've taken that command, ensure OC project tracing, then execute this. Now any ID added to, just want to double check it as a new ID. That is done. And let me explain the other values. So tracing is the namespace that I've chosen. This is the release name. This is the cluster name. This is the integration platform navigator hostname. How do we find this? OC get route -n cube system. If you do that, you will get the actually hostname of this one. Image registry secret. I'm yet to create it, so I'm going to make use of my entitlement secret. Okay. This is my entitlement secret, and the ingress host name I can choose. Maybe what I can do is my operation dashboard .apps. This is the subdomain, so I'll make use of the subdomain value. Storage class name. How to get OC get SC. This is the storage class that I want to use. This is configured with respect using Ceph cluster, and same thing for Operation Dashboard Store as well as for configuration DB. So provided the storage class name for everything. So this is the quick reference just to check all parameters. This is the actually registry. So just because I have entitlement secret, I'm not going to make use of the local one. Just to show you, I have the images available locally as well. OC get all -n tracing. tracing is. Okay, so let me reduce. Please take a look at it. So I have all the required images with respect to Operation Dashboard available in the local image streams, and Docker registry default .svc colon 5000 is the local registry. So I can make use of this as well to have a choice. So just because I'm having entitlement, I can make use of the entitlement server. So in your case, if you do not have an entitlement server, please, you need to change this part. Like till this point, you have to change. Maybe you know um, you know like this. You have to change. So it will be referred as a tracing dot. You know, you may need to put it like this, because this is the registry and this is the namespace and this is the image name colon tag. So if we add concatenate your image and the registry, we should be able to get this along with the tags. So that's how you need to think. So I'm going to leave it to default because I'm going to make use of my entitlement server. So I think we are good. Let's see. Let me go and click the install. So I'm just checking the pods. OC get pods. The container started running. I mean, it will create. It's a kind of operator, which will spin off multiple instances. We need to wait for it. So now, if you look at it, it started, creating other images as well. So let's give it some time. So it's something is happening. At the same time, we'll see get PVC. So this is the storage, dynamic storage, which is bounded to the sub storage that we have configured. So we have to have 9 containers. If you look at it, my operation dashboard, 0 of 9, it is in the init state. And let's see. Okay, let's see what it is trying to initializing. OC describe pod, and the pod name will give you what, it gives you the event. So it started pulling the images, the required images has to be pulled. So let's wait again. See, it says chart deployment is in progress and may take a few minutes. So let us be patient and let us wait. We'll see. Describe pod again. Let's see what is happening as part of. So look at the number of containers that this particular pod contains. It has about 9 containers inside this pod, Operation Dashboard pod. So it is still pulling on the required containers. Let's wait.
No, it does not. I do not go to.
So now we need to wait for 9 out of 9 and status is complete. That is when we can claim yes, it is started.
Yeah, these are the area which they requested. Yeah.
So now it has 8 out of 9. Now it has 8 out of 9. We need to wait for 9 out of 9. So you have to be patient at least for 15 to 20 minutes. It depends upon your IOPS speed, your infrastructure. So unless until you see this all running, you cannot claim it is started. So let us wait for it. So at last, it took close to 13 minutes for it to start. 9 out of 9 and 1 out of 1. So you have to be patient enough to Operation Dashboard to come up. It takes a lot of time. So maybe it may be 15 minutes also. So let's go back to and keep refresh and see whether it is refreshed or not. Meantime, see get ingress. So it has created ingress also. Let's give some time for it to refresh. Maybe refreshing the whole page. Will it come? I'm just trying. Wow. So now we could see the operation dashboard has come. So what we are saying is logging into operation dashboard. So let me, maybe I gave more time. Let me open it up again and check. Skip welcome. It is trying to come up. Yeah. So now what you see is the vanilla installation of Operation Dashboard, which is applicable for API, MQ, and App Connect. So for these three products, we can make use of it, but we'll go deeper later in the video. This video is all about how you can quickly create. I won't say quickly because it took almost close to 20 to 25 minutes. I would say how easily you can create the instance of Operation Dashboard and IBM Cloud Pak for integration. So with this, I would like to conclude this demo, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day.